Yeah, good morning to one and all. This is Nagajyoti working as an assistant professor in Department of ECE in St. Peter's Engineering College. So as we are discussing a course of digital system design, in the last session we have discussed about what is meant by a decoder, what are the different types of a decoders, and what are the IC numbers for 2 by 4 decoder and 3 by 8 decoder. Now in this session, let us do some problems based on a decoder, and as we know that a decoder consists of some enable pins, and the function of an enable pin is to control the functionality of an IC, as well as it is used in order to perform the cascading operations. That is, if we want to expand the configuration of a decoder, if you want to expand the size of a decoder, we'll be using an enable pins. So in this session, let us see how to perform the cascading operation of a decoder circuit and how to implement a boolean expression by using a decoder circuit. So here now let us see how to design a 4 by 16 decoder using a 3 by 8 decoder. So the question is, we need to design a 4 by 16 decoder using 74XX138. As we know that 74XX138 is a 3 by 8 decoder circuit. So here we need to design a 4 by 16 decoder by using a 3 by 8 decoder. So before going for the 4 by 16 decoder, first we should know what is a 74138 decoder. So as we have seen in the last session, a 74138 decoder is a 3 by 8 decoder in which it consists of 3 inputs A, B and C, and it consists of 8 outputs. All those 8 outputs are active low. This is, let me take Y0, Y1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. As it is a 3 by 8 decoder, it consists of 3 inputs. Those 3 inputs are A, B and C, and outputs are Y0 to Y7. Now, but a 4 by 16 decoder should have 4 inputs followed by 16 outputs. So, if we use two 3 by 8 decoders, I'll directly get 8 outputs of first decoder and 8 outputs of second decoder. So, I'll be getting total of 16 outputs for a 4 by 16. But along with these actual pins, we'll be having 3 enable pins. Those 3 enable pins are, one is G1, which is an active high, and the second one is G2 A bar, which is an active low, and the third one is also an active low, which is G2 B bar. So here we'll be having for a 3 by 8 decoder, as we have seen that along with these 3 inputs we are having a 3 enable pins. So among 3 enable pins, one is active high and the remaining 2 are active low. So here what I am doing over here is I am drawing other more 74138 decoder. So this is also a 74138 decoder, which is a 3 by 8 decoder, in which I am having 3 inputs. Those 3 inputs also I am assuming it as A, B, C. And for this IC also I am having active high out enable pin, active low enable pin, and the other one is also active low enable pin. And we are having 8 outputs, that is Y0, Y1, Y2 till Y7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 outputs. Now, as I am saying it as 4 by 16. Now I have satisfied the condition of outputs, that is 0 to 7 for the first decoder, 8, 9, 10 till 15 for the second decoder. But the condition is, in here the first decoder is having 3 inputs, second decoder is also having 3 inputs. But we need of only 4 inputs for the 4 by 16 decoder. So here what I am doing over here is I am shorting all these 3 inputs. I am shorting these 3 inputs. This is C, this is also C. Similarly, I am shorting B with B and A with A. So this is a common input A, this is a second input B, this is a third input C. But a 4 by 16 decoder should have 4 inputs. So here what I am doing over here is this G1 is connected through a resistor towards the 5 volts because G1 is active high. So whenever I am saying it as I am applying a 5 volts, that itself indicates this G1 is equivalent to 1. When G1 is equivalent to 1 and G2A and G2B are zeros, then only the circuit is going to be functioned. So here, that is the reason I am connecting G1 of the first decoder circuit to the plus 5 volts. That itself indicates I am giving the logic 1 for the G1. Coming to the next one, that is G2B and G2A. So here I am connecting this G2A towards the G1 of the second decoder. I am repeating once again. This G2A of the first decoder is connected towards the G1 of the second decoder. Then I am making this as a fourthmost input, which is nothing but a D. And this G2B and this G2A, G2B of first decoder and G2A of second decoder is shorted. I am giving a common control input, which is nothing but enable bar. Why I am specifying it as enable bar? Because G2B is active low, G2A is also active low. As I am taking these two as active low, that is the reason here instead of representing it as an enable, I am representing it as enable bar because it will function only when the input is equivalent to 0. And the last input, which is nothing but G2B, is a grounded because this G2B is an active low. So G2B active low input should be 0 values and active high input should be equivalent to 1 value. Now let me check how this circuit is going to be function as a 4 by 16 decoder. Now as I told you, these A, B, C and D, sorry, A, B and C are sorted with both the inputs. So here there is no doubt about the A, B, C values of both the circuits. But if you write down, and other more important point over here is, here D is an MSB bit and A is an LSB bit. So here I am writing a truth table over here. As I am saying it as D is an MSB bit. First I am writing D, C, B and A. So if you write down all these combinations, that is, as we know that if there are 4 variables, we will be getting a 15 combinations, that is from 0 to 15. So here if I write down all those under 0, sorry, under D, I will be getting of 8 zeros, or if I am writing all the 16 combinations, that is 0 to 15, this is the sequence double 0, double 1, which is 3, 4, this is 5, 6, 7 and 8. This is 9. So here if I observe here till 0 to 7, these numbers are 0 to 7. Till 0 to 7, the D value is 0. So here whenever A, B, C, whatever may be the values, if D value is 0, if this is 0, if this is 0 itself indicates as this is connected towards the G1 of second decoder, as G1 is active high, when D is equivalent to 0, second decoder is not going to be work. But when D is equivalent to 0, the same is connected towards the G2A. As G2A is active low, that itself indicates, as defaultly G1 is connected towards the plus 5 volts, that itself indicates always G1 value is equivalent to 1. And as D is equivalent to 0, D is connected towards the first G2A, which is an active low, that itself indicates G2A value is equivalent to 0. And I am assuming that enable input is also given as 0. So G2B value is also 0. So as it is satisfying the condition, that is active high input is 1 and the remaining active low inputs are equivalent to 0, only the first decoder is going to be in the working condition. but as d is equivalent to 0, the same d is connected towards the G1. As G1 is equivalent to 0, G1 is active high, but the input which we are applying is 0. That is the reason second decoder is not going to be worked out, whatever may be the value of the G2A and G2B. So here, when d is equivalent to 0, the first decoder is going to be function. So if A, B, C values are 0, 0, 0, that itself indicates y naught is going to be selected. Similarly, A value is 0, B value is 1, C value is 0, 0, 1, 0. That is, in case of 0, 1, 0, which is equivalent to 2, y2 is going to be in the 0 and all the remaining are is equivalent to 1 because of active low outputs. Similarly, let me take A, B, C and all the values are is equivalent to 1. That is D is 0, all these values are triple 1. 0 triple 1 is nothing but 7. So y7 will be is equivalent to 0 and all the remaining are is equivalent to 1. So what we need to do over here is whenever d is equivalent to 0, only the first decoder is in the working condition. So the outputs will be in between y0 to y7 based on the A, B and C values. Similarly, now let me take d is equivalent to 1. When d is equivalent to 1, that itself indicates this d is connected towards the G2A of first decoder. So G2A now becomes 1. When G2A is equivalent to 1, as G2A is active low enable pin, it won't function. So the first decoder will not going to function because G2A value is equivalent to 1. When D is equivalent to 1, G1 is equivalent to 1 and as enable bar is equivalent to 0. So G2A value is 0, G2B value is 0. So only the second decoder is going to be function. So depending upon these A, B and C values, the outputs will be actually these are y0 to y7 only. But as I am saying it as cascading means connecting both the 3 by 8 decoders and making into the single 4 by 16 decoder. That is the reason I am continuing the numbers from y8 to y15. So when d is equivalent to 1, the first decoder will not be in the active state. The output of the decoder, the second decoder will be in the active state. So depending upon these A, B and C values, the outputs will be between y8 to y15. Now let me take d is 1, A, B, C values are also 1. So when A, B, C values are 1, D is 1, that itself indicates it should select the last output, that is y15 is equivalent to 0 and all the remaining are is equivalent to 1. This is how the active low enable pins are used for the cascading operation. So here the first one G1 is active high, that is the reason I am connecting towards the plus 5 volts. G2A and G2B are active low and shorting the G2A of the first decoder circuit with the active high of the second decoder circuit, which is nothing but G1. And I am using G2B and G2A both of active low inputs of both the decoders as a common enable signal. This is how to design a 4 by 16 decoder using a 74138 decoder. If they didn't specify the IC number. Now let me tell you how to design a 4 by 16 decoder without using any IC. Now I am taking that design a 4 by 16 decoder using a 3 by 8. If they didn't specify the IC number, what you will do? Just draw a 3 by 8 decoder of 2. This is one 3 by 8 decoder, this is one 3 by 8 decoder. Now here we are having the outputs from y0 to y7. Here we are having an outputs of y8 to y15. As it is not an IC, always we need to take the outputs in the active high. And for this we are having 3 inputs. Here also we are having 3 inputs. I am sorting those 3 inputs and I am making a common input of both A, B and C. This is B. Similarly, this is A. And here, this is A, B, C. Here also it is A, B, C. Sorting both the inputs. Here also we will be having one enable. Here also we will be having one enable. But in order to function this IC, this enable should be is equivalent to 0. So here what I am doing over here is I am taking the other more input which is nothing but D, and from this D I am giving through a NOT gate, and this NOT gate is connected towards the second input. Now let me take if D is 0. If D is 0, this enable is 1. Similarly, if and I am connecting this D. One enable pin is directly given to the first decoder, second one we are giving through a NOT gate. Now let me assume A value is 0, B value is 0, C value is 0, D value is also 0. If D value, sorry, this should be connected through the NOT gate for the first one, and for the second one it should be connected through the direct one. So if D is equivalent to 0, if D is 0, as it is connected through the NOT gate, as it is an active high, or in simple words, if you are assuming these enable pins as active high enable pins, if it is an active high enable pins, what we are doing is, first let us assume that connect these two, short these two, and I am shorting those two enable pins, and here what I am, sorry, before shorting these two enable pins, connect, let me assume that this is an active high, this is also an active high. So active high itself indicates whenever this is 1, then only the circuit is going to be function. So here when D is equivalent to 1. So what I am doing over here is, for the first one I am connecting through the NOT gate. So when D is equivalent to 0, as I am connecting the output through the NOT gate for the first decoder circuit, first decoder will be in the high state, but D is connected directly towards the second enable. So as D is 0, second enable pin is equivalent to 0, so this circuit will not going to function. When D is equivalent to 0, enable is connected through the NOT gate. So the first decoder will be in the active state. So the output is in between Y0 to Y7. If D is equivalent to 1, if D is equivalent to 1, 1 complement is 0. So the first decoder is not going to be in function. The second decoder is going to be in functional state. I'll repeat this complete. So here, if they didn't specify a design using an IC, just draw two 3x8 decoders, short three inputs of both the 3x8 decoders, and make a common input of A, B and C. And Y0 to Y7 are the first outputs of a first decoder, and as the second decoder is also consists of 8 outputs, I am representing it as Y8 to Y15. And as we are having an enable pin for both the decoder circuits which is an active high, what I am doing over here is, for that is I am taking these as the next most bit which is nothing but a D bit. For the first decoder circuit, I am connecting D input through a NOT gate, and for the second decoder I am connecting directly. So here when D is equivalent to 0, if D is 0, as D is directly connected towards the second enable, as enable pin is active high, the second decoder is not going to be in the functional state, and same D equal to 0 is passing through a NOT gate. So output of a NOT gate is 1. So enable pin is 1 for the first decoder. So the outputs will be in between Y0 to Y7. Whenever D is equivalent to 1, first decoder will not be in the functional state. Only the second decoder is going to be in the functional state. So the output is in between Y8 to Y15. This is how to design a 4x16 decoder by using IC as well as without IC. In case of IC, we will be having active high outputs, sorry, active low outputs, but whereas in case of a general format, we are having the outputs as an active high outputs. Now, let me take the other more problem, how to design a 5 by 32 decoder. So in case of a 5 by 32 decoder, so I want to design a 5 by 32 decoder using 3 by 8 decoder and 2 by 4 decoder. So in case of a 5 by 32 decoder, in case of 5 by 32 decoder, we are having 32 outputs followed by 5 inputs. But here a 3 by 8 decoder consists of 3 inputs. So here if I want to get 32 outputs, I need to use how many 3 by 8 decoders? 4 3 by 8 decoders. So here just I am drawing, this is one 3 by 8 decoder, this is second 3 by 8, third 3 by 8 and fourth 3 by 8 decoders. So I am shorting all those 3 by 8 decoders inputs. I am shorting all these 3 by 8 decoders and I am making this common input as C. Similarly, B with B, B with B of all the inputs, this is B, this is A, similarly A, and this is a common input A. As here I am having 8 outputs, that is Y0 to Y7. Here also Y0 to Y7, Y0 to Y7, Y0 to Y7. So here we are having 8, 8, 8, 8. So total we got of how many outputs? 32 outputs. But the leftover thing is we need to have how many inputs? 5 inputs. But till now we got only the 3 inputs. So what we are doing over here is we are taking a 2 by 4 decoder. So here the 2 by 4 decoder consists of how many inputs? 2 inputs and how many outputs? 4 outputs. The first output is given as that of the enable for the first one. Similarly, second is given for the second 3 by 8, third is for the third and fourth is for the fourth. So here this is 3 by 8 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is D and this is E. Now, if I write down a 32 by 5 by 32 decoder, the inputs are 5 inputs, that is E, D, C, B, A. If we write down these as we are having 5 variables, we will be getting 2 power 5, which is nothing but is equivalent to 32. So here under E, we are getting 16 zeros followed by 16 ones. Or as we know that 15 equivalent is triple one, so till 15 E will be 0. Once you are converting 16 in the powers of 2, if that is in case of a binary, we will be getting divide the 16 by 2, so you will be getting 1 followed by 4 zeros. Similarly, 1 followed by 0, 0, 1. So under E, you are getting 16 zeros followed by 16 ones. So here, if both D and E both are 0, 0, as a 2 by 4 decoder consists of 4 outputs, let me take D0, D1, D2 and D3. So if both D and E are 0, 0, among D0, D1, D2 and D3, only D0 is in the on state, that is D naught output is equivalent to 1. As D naught is connected towards the first one, the output will be in between Y naught to Y7 depending upon the A, B and C values. Similarly, if D and E values are 0, 1, 0, 1 itself indicates D1 is 1, as D1 is in the second decoder, that is the outputs is in between Y8 to Y15 depending upon A, B and C values. Let me take these A, B and C values are 0, 0 and D value is 0, E value is 1. So here if E value is 1 and all the remaining are zeros itself indicates the equivalent is 16. So here it is 0 to 7 and it is 8 to 15. So here 15 is nothing but an output. So here the output this will be the last will be is equivalent to 1 and all the remaining will be zeros. Similarly, if D and E are is equivalent to 1, 0. If D is equivalent to 1 and E is equivalent to 0, that itself indicates that the third one, that is D2 is 1. As D2 is 1, the output is in between the, this is Y15, so it will be in between Y16 to Y23. If D and E values both are 1 and 1, depending upon the A, B, C values, the outputs is in between Y24 to Y31. This is how to design a 5 by 32 decoder using a 3 by 8 decoder and a 2 by 4 decoder. The only thing is, if it is an IC, check it out which are the active low and which are active high. If it is without IC, you can directly connect towards the cell. This is how to design a 5 by 32 decoder using a 3 by 8 as well as a 2 by 4 decoder. Now let me solve some problems which are related towards the implementation. So here if I want to perform a SOP implementation. So here let me take, I want to design an active high. So let us do some two problems based on this decoder circuit. So here the question is, we want to implement F is equivalent to sigma m of 1237. F is equivalent to sigma m of 1237 using a 3 by 8 decoder with active high outputs. So the question is, we need to represent this in the decoder circuit. So here as I am saying it as sigma m. Sigma m represents, it is an SOP expression, that is sum of products. So here 3 by 8. So in case of a 3 by 8, it consists of 3 inputs. Those 3 inputs are A, B and C. And as it consists of 8 outputs, that is from 0 to 7. So here the first thing is, SOP expression is nothing but AND followed by an OR gates. So here A1 is nothing but 0 0 1, 2 is 0 1 0, 3 is 0 1 1, 7 is 1 1 1. So here I can write down this as, this is Y1, this is Y2, Y3 and Y7. As we know that an SOP is nothing but AND followed by OR gates. This is A bar, B bar, C and plus A bar, B, C bar plus this is 0. So A bar, B, C plus A, B, C. So we need to draw a 3 by 8 decoder. So in case of a 3 by 8 decoder, it consists of how many inputs? 3 inputs. Those 3 inputs are A, B and C. And it consists of how many outputs? 8 outputs, Y0, Y1, Y2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And as I am saying it as 1. So here, if it remember in the previous sessions we have discussed the internal structure of an Y0. So here Y0 is connected through the A bar, B bar, C bar with an AND gate. So here each output represents, here it consists of an internal of an AND gate. So here this consists of an AND gate. This is A bar, B bar, C bar. If it is Y1, here also it consists of 3 inputs. Y1 is equivalent to 0 0 1. So it is A bar, B bar, C. So here if I am drawing this as a block diagram, that itself indicates internally each line represents, it is an AND gate. So here 0, the first one is 1. So here Y1 is one AND gate followed by an OR gate. So whatever the numbers which are given in the question, just take down. So this is 1. So here this is Y1, next is 2, next is 3, next is 7. As all these are having an AND gates, all these AND gates should be connected with an OR gate. So I am taking this 1, 2, 3 and 7 and connecting through an OR gate. This is an expression for the given one. So this is how to design a 3 by 8 decoder using a design a SOP expression by using a 3 by 8 decoder circuit with the active high outputs. Now, if the same question is to represent in the POS implementation, or if I ask the same thing, if I want, yeah, and other more thing is, as it is an decoder will be having an enable pin which is connected towards the plus 5 volts because of active high. Similarly, instead of active high, if I am saying it as an active low, if it is an active low, that itself indicates the only change over here is instead of enable, now we will be connecting with an enable bar which is an active low. Here all these all these Y0 to Y7 should be of zeros, that is active low outputs. Yeah, and all these Y0 to Y7 are the active low. So here as I want to represent this in the POS form, that is in the POS form itself indicates it is a SOP expression. So I can write down F is equivalent to pi m of POS is nothing but reverse. So whatever the numbers which are not there in the question, that is 0, 4, 5, 6. So here 0 is nothing but A plus B plus C. 0 is 0, 0, 0. In case of POS, it should be in the uncomplemented form, that is A plus B plus C into 4 is 100. A bar plus B plus C into 5 is 101. That is A bar plus B plus C bar 6 is 110 into A bar plus B bar plus C. So here what we are doing over here is, as all these are in the which form? All these are active low. So all these are active low, and we know that each output is nothing but an AND gate for the decoder. So as it is a bubbled AND gate is nothing but is equivalent to NOR gates. So here in the previous case also all these are connected towards OR gate. Whenever the outputs are in the active low outputs, connect these 0, 4, 5, 6. This is 0, 4, 5 and 6 with an AND gate. If it is active high, connect with OR gate. If it is active low, connect with the AND gate. This is the basic difference how to implement an SOP or a POS expression, whether the given condition is active high or active low, for designing any Boolean expression using a decoder circuit. So this is all about how to expand a given decoder using an IC or without using the IC, and how to implement any Boolean function by a 3 by 8 decoder with either active high or active low inputs and outputs. Thank you.